Hello, I'm Andy, and you are a star born on the 26th of November. That is a star because it's a very powerful horoscope to have, a very compassionate one who is willing to help your siblings, your family, and even outsiders. It is compassionate because you have the planets that always worry about other people, not only for yourself. Yes, very often the planets of sorrow will appear to you, and you will be sad not only for yourself but for other people, even more so. Try not to mix with people who have too much sorrow, or you will overburden yourself with other people's sorrow. Think of yourself as well, but you will think more about your family and siblings to help them in their education, to help them further their studies or whatever. And you will not care for yourself. And that would delay all the possibilities of finding progress and success for yourself. It's not a question of being selfish. You also have to see that you yourself, you have to work towards a horoscope that's going to improve for you. Otherwise, before you know it, you're of an older age, and only then you will wake up to want to progress with more education and more knowledge of every kind, all because of your compassionateness for people. You will be very lucky with land. Anything you do with land, you will love it. The farming or agriculture, or even the contracting business, building houses or refurbishing houses. And you will want to be a professional, a doctor, a lawyer, because you'll be very studious. It's only because you have delayed the progress by helping people or being responsible for them. Otherwise, you could do it very much earlier. So if you're listening to me and you're young, tell yourself you do come first. Not others must always come first. But in any case, whatever you are, whatever age you are, you're going to at some time or another decide to be studious and go back to college, go back to universities and do that. In fact, you would make an excellent teacher because of your compassionateness for your pupils. And you could be teaching in schools right from the beginning, becoming a teacher right from the start, and working your way up to be in charge of even a school. The continuity all depends on your palms. There are certain lines like the line of Saturn, the lines of life, the lines of Mercury. All this maybe must be properly seen. If there is any too short or anything like that happens on your palms, then the delays will start. You have many good planets. You coming from Sagittarius, the planets of creativity and imagination, the planets of wanting to do things on a very big scale, attempting to do business especially on a very huge scale. That would be you because you have the planets of greatness and bigness. And your creativity will be very much seen in terms of your imagination. You could be an artist of some kind, or you could be easily a designer of some kinds, even an architect for that purpose. The compatibility is good with you and people because of your compassionateness. And your personality and character will always be very subdued and very gentle, but you have planets that can make you very quick tempered. In fact, you have two or three planets that move very fast towards making your temper get from bad to worse sometimes. When that happens, you shouldn't even say a word and keep that quiet so that nobody even realizes that your temper can blow and then come back to renegotiate, and you will do better that way because you can use words sometimes without knowing that can hurt people. So think every word that comes out of you must be thought of carefully because you could be very, very sarcastic, for example. I'm going to give you some ages. The first group of ages, as an example, would be the positive ages. I call them the milestones of your life that are good. When you are approaching these ages, I'm going to mention, you will start getting lucky. And when you enter these ages, you will see rewards waiting for you. And so, look forward to the ages of 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75, 84, or 93 years old. As you approach these ages, your good luck gets better and better. As you enter these ages, there will be rewards, whether in the place of job or business or finances or any profession that you may have, or something good like marriage or something good like eventfulness, making your life better for every reason. I'm going to give you one set of ages, which I call the negative ages in your life. And so these negative milestones in your life, you have to be very careful at the ages of 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71, 80, or 89, or even 98 years old. Yes, people born in the 26 can have a very old age. If you happen to be of these ages which I've mentioned, anything can go wrong as you approach these ages. And when you enter these ages, all the bad news will come, whether job, finances, whether health, whether family ridden, whether disappointments. These are often called cycles, and each of us in our horoscope will have many cycles. Some will be short cycles, some will be long cycles. So that's something in the 9 years session which I will have for you. This 90-minute session, which will talk about your next 9 years. Then I will show you all the cycles there as well. In romance and marriage, born on the 26th of December, it's better to marry later than earlier because the earlier ages always produce difficulties. And so, until the age of 26, if you have married already, then you will see regret or delays in getting things done well. The best time for you would be from 27, 28, 29, 30 onwards, when your job or business also starts to improve. And that's how you become more happily settling down. So, as I started with calling you a very compassionate person, about jobs, you could be a great teacher, as I mentioned. You could even start a small school, a private tuition, even as you are getting older, because you'll never tire of educating people and finding more education for yourself. At any age, you are willing to learn new things because you are the studious type. Regarding your health, I worry that your lungs are going to give way. So I hope you don't take up smoking and don't put ice in your drinks either. And be careful that your knees are also going to trouble you a lot. All I know right now is 26th of November. That's all I know. If I knew more, then I would be able to tell you more. But born on the 26th of November, you have to be careful that accidents can also happen. So a lot can happen. Born on the 26th of November. The chances of accidents are only because you tend to be hasty and impatient. So if you slow down your activity, you will do much, much better. Overall, you will find success later than rather than earlier. But education wise, you can start earlier and build it up. And you will see that a government job will suit you very nicely because you like the slow and steady continuity of making money. So that will happen. But having said that, you also have two planets that will like financial speculation. And this financial speculation is something that stock market investments, you'll be pretty lucky in that as well. So this is what I can tell you. There's a 90-minute session which I have, which will cost you USD $50. That's all, to know your next 9 years. And I'll be able to show you how in your next 9 years you can do so much for yourself. Age by age, calendar year by calendar, the progress that you can make. I will show you your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, so much energies. Because all these energies, when accumulated, they become very powerful towards attracting good luck. I will talk to you about your health in detail in this 90-minute session. Because by then I will know your date of birth, your time of birth, and I will have asked you to email me photos of your palms as well. That is how the session is depending on date of birth, time of birth, and very importantly, reading your palms. That's what I do. The palms are the magic of the soul. Who do you think changes these lines and changes the signs? We know that palms are continuously changing for better or for worse. It's the soul that's doing it. So in this 90-minute session, we'll talk about your next 9 years in job, business, finances. in area of love life, family, and in area of health very, very deeply, so that you will know exactly from me what to expect before it even shows up. Normally, we find illnesses as we get older, but they are already there in our early ages. It's just that they don't show up. So, early detection is very, very important. So, this 90-minute session, which we have, is going to benefit you for your next 9 years specifically, and in terms of health for the rest of your life, what you can expect to have, and how to seek doctors who are specialists for those areas. So, I look forward one day to hear from you. And here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to invest 20 USD $25 to know your next 9 years and get all this wonderful information. And remember, if you like to play lotteries, I will look for certain signs on your palms, like the mystic cross. When I see that, then I know that this person can have mysterious energies, can get unexpected gain, like from lotteries itself, and can be very special in something or another, because the mystic cross is a very powerful sign. And I find that on people's palms very easily when I see their palms. So, investment of 25 USD, and you get all this information from me. In the meantime, remember, you are a very special person who is willing to afford your time for other people. But remember that you yourself, you must progress simultaneously. Don't leave yourself while others are going to educate on your benefit and your funds and your money. Think of yourself, or later you will look back and wish that you would have thought of yourself as well. Don't leave it till too late. Anyway, you are very special, and I look forward one day to hearing from you. In the meantime, thank you and God bless. Goodbye.